Hello friends, welcome to my channel Prachi Style. Today we'll be reviewing Gucci Flora Gorgeous Gardenia from the House of Gucci. This is the intense version of Gucci Flora Gardenia, and yes, this must be on most of your wish list. Most of you who are watching this video must be planning to buy this, or maybe they have seen this in the ads, and this was also on my wish list for a very long time before I bought it last year. Actually, this was a gift from my husband for our anniversary last year. Since he knows that I love fragrances a lot, he also loves fragrances like me, and he knew that this would be a gift which I would cherish and would be special for me. So I always wanted to buy something from Gucci. So this is my first fragrance purchase from Gucci. I did try a few of the other variants from Gucci Flora before I bought this one. I have tried it in many shops. I've also tried the green bottle, Gucci Flora Jasmine. So there was a lot of confusion if I should buy Jasmine or the yellow one, Orchid, Gucci Flora Orchid, or Gucci Flora Gardenia, and also Magnolia. So I was a bit confused. But then for Jasmine, I thought that it's a bit normal fragrance, and many of the people on YouTube have said this also. I thought it's a very normal, common because it's easily accessible in India. So in India we have most of the jasmine fragrances which are of very high quality and have similar fragrance like Gucci Flora Jasmine. So I didn't think that it's value for money at that price, because we can get normal cheaper options in that price range, and I don't think it's that uncommon. But then this one, when I tried the Gucci Flora Gardenia normal version, I really loved the fragrance, but it was a bit lighter. So I just left it there because that store didn't have this intense version. But later on, after a few months, when I tried this one, I thought that yes, it is it. It's the uncommon fragrance which I was looking for, because it's a very expensive fragrance from a very high brand, high-end brand. So it should have that value for money, I feel, because we do work hard, and we think, everybody thinks that if it is a value that you're paying, it should also have some returns, and it should be that unique for us to buy it. And also you should feel special when you're wearing something like this. So I was just thinking about all of that, and I like this one. Also, my husband said that it's very, very nice fragrance. It's unique as compared to the other ones which you tried before. So I really thought I should buy this one. This is a 100 ml bottle, and it is intense version, that's EDP version, which is stronger as compared to the EDT version. So we thought since we are already buying this one for the first time, we should get the EDP version, because it has stronger smell of gardenia and higher concentration of perfume oil. So overall, I really loved this fragrance. It's better than the Gucci Flora Gardenia one, a bit stronger. And you can also go for the Orchid and the other Magnolia variant. But since I had already bought a fragrance, Orchid fragrance from Singapore, so I thought it's similar to that. And since Singapore is already famous for orchids, so I bought it from there specially. And from Magnolias also, I had the same similar fragrance in my collection already, so I went for this one, and I really have loved this fragrance. Initially I was a bit apprehensive as to, does it smell as strong as Zara's Red Vanilla. I have previously had a bottle of Red Vanilla in my collection, and I didn't enjoy it at all, because whenever I applied that fragrance, I got a headache from Zara's Red Vanilla. I'm sure it must be your favorite, but for me, I don't know, maybe I had allergy of some of the component in that, I think, because whenever I had tried to apply that like 10 times, but every time I'm applying it, after a few minutes I used to start sneezing or getting headaches. So I think I was allergic to something in that. So I was a bit scared for this one. But no, it is very different than Zara's Red Vanilla or Zara's Red Temptation. It is a very beautiful blend of citrus, floral, woody notes, and it does last, as per the designer fragrance category of longevity, that's around 4 hours. And the only thing about this is that, as per what I think, you have to use this for evening occasions or winter. You can't use it in summer at all. It's not easy breezy oceany kind of a fragrance, though they have mentioned online that it has fresh notes. Yes, it does, but they are like negligible, because it's not at all summery as per what I would suggest. I will not be using it for summers at all. Now that summers are over, and it's actually good for the transition between rainy season and winter, but it's a very deep, dark, woody and floral dominated fragrance because of gardenia, and it's really suitable for winters, heavy winters, and evening dinners or special occasions when you want to feel special and floral but darker florals. So according to me, it's suitable for evening wear and in winters. But it has notes of fresh mandarin, warm spicy notes, deep dark notes, citrusy notes, and it's floral dominated fragrance. But it's not like completely lala floral type. Those of you who don't like floral fragrances that much definitely can give this one a try before you buy it. Maybe you would like this one because it has a different take on the florals, because of the use of gardenia, and gardenia is used very differently. So it's a woody heavy fragrance, floral woody fragrance with notes of musk used, and it was launched in 2025. And to talk about the packaging, as you can see, the packaging is really good, and you must have seen it in most of the ads on TV or maybe in stores. They are marketing it very much. I think because Alia Bhatt is the person who is the brand ambassador for this fragrance, I think. So you can see the packaging is very good, and this is a reddish color, and they have used many flowers, I think, just to go with the flora theme. Same they have used here on the white background. The only suggestion I think I had for this one is that it would have been better if they would have used gardenia, since this is gardenia. So I think that would have had a better impact visually, but that's just a suggestion. And this is a bottle, and this looks like brownish, but it is actually maroonish kind of a fragrance, like not very bright red, like red and black mixed a bit. So it's that kind of a color, but it's very beautiful, and it looks so pretty on the vanity. Also, this lid is trying to give that high-end feel, which it is high-end, and it does try to make it rich. It doesn't have the cheap lid which some of the designer fragrances do have. So I don't like it at all when the lid is very cheap. So it doesn't have that. It gives that high-end vibe as per the money you are already investing in this. Also, the sprayer is good. It doesn't leak like it does in some of the bottles. It leaks when you use it. So it's not that. Also, it's easy to, you can just close it with one hand, which is very, very good. And I really love the packaging overall. To talk about the notes of this fragrance, the top note is of mandarin essence, heart note is of gardenia blooms, gardenia cords, and hedione, which is a molecule like jasmine, and a base is of sandalwood essence. So on the first spray you can feel mandarin with some fresh notes, gardenia, also the jasmine kind of a fragrance, and blend of sandalwood and other musky notes. So it does give you that a little bit ethnic but floral, but at the same time designer vibe. So it's not very just common fragrance at all, it's not. So it's really good that way, and it is a new, more enchanting side of Flora with Gucci Flora Gardenia Intense, a fragrance that invites you to moments of unforgettable bliss. This floral woody gourmand creation fuses the juices of fruit with the delicate freshness of blooming flowers, revealing the explosion of unfiltered joy and pure pleasure. At the heart of this fragrance lies the sensuality of gardenia flower, magnified by a woody nuances that quicken the pulse and stir the senses. So this is what is written about the fragrance on Fragrantica. They've also written a few other things, like it offers a deeper, more radiant interpretation of Gucci's signature Flora scent. Its composition is ignited by untamed floral energy, beginning with invigorating Italian mandarin essence, which brings a sunny, exhilarating rush of brightness. The heart blossoms with creamy gardenia accord entwined with Hideon, a molecule known for its jasmine-like luminosity and airy floral lift. Together, they envelop the wearer in a burst of full-bodied floral opulence, pushing the bouquet into a new sparkling dimension. As the fragrance evolves, its sensual core is grounded in sandalwood essence, adding the warmth, earthiness, and comforting trail of softness. These rich woody tones cocoon the senses, turning fleeting joy into lasting bliss. The result is a luxurious and elegant olfactory experience, perfect for expressing joy and confidence in every moment. Crafted from vegan and natural ingredients, this scent speaks to those who appreciate both high quality materials and a bold, joyful presence. So they've written so beautifully, and I was so happy to know that it's vegan and cruelty free, and also the description is apt for this one, especially how they've written that woody fragrances do cocoon you. So it gives you that feel of being in a cocoon of this fragrance, and they've put it so well. But for me, I really enjoyed this fragrance a lot, and I wish for those of you who love gardenia, you should definitely try this one. You'll love this. And especially those of you who like stronger fragrances, who don't like the easy breezy floral fragrances, this could be a great choice for you, especially for special evenings or functions. This is a very good choice, and I'll suggest, if you have the budget, do go for EDP version of the Gardenia Intense, because it's beautiful, it's so well composed, and I really love it, and it lingers on the skin. Even after applying it for nearly half an hour, even if you're not trying to look at it, you're not trying to be focused on the fragrance, it does linger on the skin. So it has a great projection, and it is also long lasting as per what I think designer fragrances last. So it's like 4.5 hours of performance you get after the dry down, including the dry down, which is good for a designer fragrance. It also depends on the skin type, but yeah, mostly I think average would be 3.5 to 4 hours. So if you like this video, please do consider to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you're watching this video from your YouTube mobile app, please do hype this video so it reaches more and more people and helps my channel to grow. And if you like my videos, please stay tuned, because I like creating and trying out new fragrances. Until the next video, it's goodbye. and take care everyone. Thank you.